In this video, I'll compare the Dyson V15 Detect and V8 Absolute, two models from different generations to see which one suits your needs. I put these products through grueling tests to find out the strengths and weaknesses of each product. If you're deciding between these Dyson cordless vacuums, then you've come to the right place. Let's get into it. First, let's start with the basics and go through the features. The Dyson V8 was once upon a time a flagship model and Dyson's most powerful with all the bells and whistles. It was an upgrade over the V6 with enhancements to improve usability, one of which is the hygienic system that helped push debris out of the dustbin. This feature was an industry first and has become a staple of all Dyson cordless vacuums after its release. One downside of this design is its smaller capacity of only 0.54 liters, which is 50% less than that of the V15. The V15 Detect has a horizontally aligned dustbin, which was introduced in the V10 release, that holds more dirt and with the same hygienic system that pushes debris out. However, the larger container is bulkier, and with the V15's larger motor and battery, it feels heavier, which is a factor for handheld use. The V15 Detect has an interactive LCD screen showing a piezo sensor readout or how much of each debris type it picks up in real time. The screen also shows the runtime status and any potential error codes. The V8 doesn't have a screen, so consumers will need to check these LEDs for the battery status. Both use a trigger that you'll need to squeeze to turn on the motor. If you don't want to squeeze something while using the vacuum, you can opt for the newer models like the V12 or Gen 5 Detect that use buttons. Another alternative is using a trigger lock, which is available in online stores like Amazon. Another similarity is the versatility of these vacuums. Thanks to the interchangeable tools, you can use these as handheld or stick vacuums. Speaking of tools, the V15 comes with more, and Dyson introduced several new ones, most notably the Laser Slim Roller that flashes a bright green laser. It's the first Dyson cleaning head with illumination, and it's perhaps the best I've tested at accentuating almost invisible dust better than any LED-equipped nozzle I've seen. Another is the hair screw tool with a tapered shaped brush that looks like a corkscrew, which is quite effective at removing long hair strands. Again, I've tested this tool extensively and nothing wrapped on it, and this is a must-have if you need to clean long hair on upholstery. Dyson also improved the standard brush roll by adding combs above the brush for detangling hair. The V8 comes with more basic tools. If you opt for the top-of-the-line Absolute, you'll get two nozzles, the soft roller and standard brush roll. You'll also get a standard mini turbo brush, a combination tool, and a crevice tool, which are useful inside most homes. Another important factor to consider is power, and I've tested both extensively, specifically suction and airflow. I use a water lift gauge connected to a Y gauge to measure suction, and the V15 has 65 inches of water lift, or 17 more than a V8, or a whopping 30% difference. I used an anemometer for airflow, and again, the V15 Detect has more, up to 60% at the nozzle and 29% at the wand, which backs up Dyson's claim that the new configuration provides better airflow. The higher airflow translates to better cleaning performance, especially on carpet where the V15 Detect was a few percentage points better, which is one of the deciding factors to consider. If you need a cordless vacuum to deep clean carpets, the V15 is the better option. However, the difference on hard floors isn't as significant, since the soft roller nozzle is quite efficient at picking up debris on the surface. But the Laser Slim Roller's green laser and slim profile could be deciding factors if you're looking for something that will track dust and fit under low clearance overhangs. Another advantage of the V15 is it's better at cleaning hair, especially on carpet where it got a high score even with long hair strands. The V15 was also better than a V8 on hard floors, but the difference isn't as significant as on carpets. One issue with the V15 is this gap on the axle where hair tends to wrap, which can be tedious to clean. Tied to the cleaning performance is runtime, where the V15 has a huge advantage over the V8. Not only does it have a detachable battery, it lasts longer. I tested the V15 only with a floor nozzle, while I tested the V8 using my older testing metric, that is, with a non-powered tool and a nozzle not touching the surface. Despite these handicaps, the V15 lasted much longer per battery. Using the Laser Slim Roller, it lasted over 84 minutes in the lowest setting, doubling the V8's number with a non-powered tool. The other setting sets the V15 apart from the V8 since it offers a better balance of power and cleaning performance. Then consumers will benefit most from this setting on carpets. In this setting, the V15 will run for around 17 minutes on carpets, and it picked up 100% of sand in a deep cleaning experiment, while the V8 picked up 97.7% in a max setting, a setting which will overheat the battery if used extensively. Both Dyson products passed the fog test and did not leak during these experiments, which means they have good seals and will not leak dust through the exhaust or seals. Lastly, we'll look at the noise levels. The V15, with its added power and higher suction, will be noisier. It maxed out at a little over 80 decibels, while the V8 was barely above 73 decibels in the max setting. So if noise is a consideration, the V8 is a better option. This brings me to the question, which option is better? That would depend on how much you're willing to spend. The V15 Detect offers better value since its price has dropped with the Gen 5 Detect release. And the price difference between the V8 Absolute and V15 Detect isn't as significant considering the feature variance. The V8 Absolute and V15 Detect are just two of many Dyson products available. To learn more about how each model differs, check this playlist. Also, check the links below for the latest pricing information and a detailed comparison on my blog. And I'll see you in the next video.